The quality of aftermarket parts these days is absolute trash, especially when it comes to brake drums. These brake drums right here go on this 1999 Dodge Ram 3500. The factory has discontinued the drums, so all you can get now is made in China. So this truck came in needing a rear brake job. We installed brand new brake drums and new brake shoes. The first drums we tried were this Pronto brand, and immediately the truck had a pretty bad vibration at highway speeds. And I actually found the problem printed right on the side of the box. So when we look at the drum, do you notice anything different between this drum and this drum? Well, if you saw the balancing weight, you would be correct. The Pronto brand is not balanced at all. So we're going to be using this tool here to check the balance of the drums. This is what they call a bubble balancer. This was the standard for tire balancing back in the 60s and 70s before spin balancing became popular. The way it works is very simple. It has adjustable legs, and we adjust the legs until the bubble level is level. Then when you throw this lever down, this head comes up and starts floating on a pivot. And so if there is an imbalance, you will see, of course, the level goes out of level. Very simple in how it works. Now, unfortunately, the hub size on this brake drum is just a little too big for this tapered cone on the bubble balancer. So I bought some cheap aluminum wheel spacers on Amazon and turned them down in a lathe to give me a lip. That's a perfect size to go inside this drum, and now we can put this large hub drum on that small cone and have a perfectly centered drum. All right, we got the brake drum in place. The machine is level. I'm gonna go ahead and engage the balancer, and as you can see, it's clearly out of balance. So what I did here was I added 2 solid steel blocks to the same side of the drum that the bubble was on. Now let's re-engage the balancer. Looky there. It's still light on this end. It needs even more weight. That's how out of balance that thing was, and both drums are like that, so you can imagine it was vibrating pretty good going down the road. Junk. And for those of you who are wondering, these drums with the welded-on weights, those are Durlast brand. They came from AutoZone. They are balanced, but they're not perfect. They do have an excessive amount of radial runout on the inside where we have to stick them in a brake lathe and true them up. If not, they will cause a vibration when you're hitting the brakes due to them being egg-shaped on the inside. So we always true them up before we stick them on the vehicle, but at least these can be somewhat easily fixed, unlike the other ones.